Welcome back to Spiritual Disclosure. I'm your host, Dean Ryan. I'm joined by Dr. Lynn Orwig and Mr. Michael Orwig and the wonderful Sarah Adams. And let's get right into it, guys. We want to talk about earth changes today. Our main story is the volcano eruption in Mexico, and I'm going to butcher the name, but it's the volcano's name is Popocatépetl.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I practice all day in the mirror,
Okay.
as I do with everything. Anyways,
So
it erupted in a 12-kilometer radius. Warning that ash from the volcano will be dispersed towards the northeast area. Heavy smoke will prevent air travel. Let's start with Mr. Michael. Is this a sign of things to come across the world? All these volcanoes and such just erupting and throwing ash everywhere?
It's been ongoing for an extended period of time. This is not a sign to come. This is all part of the Earth's shifts that have to occur. And one of the things I love to focus on that most people don't look at is Mother Earth as a entity, her own energetic body. And when Sarah does a cleanse or I do a cleanse, we're attempting to get rid of energetic blockages, energy that's not suitable to us or whatever. Mother Earth absorbs all of our negativity. She has to get rid of it in some fashion. So you'll see her movements, same as we go and do some kind of exercise or whatever to get rid of our stress. Mother Earth has to get rid of her stress, and that's where you'll see the volcanoes, earthquakes certainly. The extremes would be the typhoons and hurricanes, that kind of thing. But the Mother Earth herself can move the magma underneath the crust and literally warm up an area differently. In other words, there's so much going on beneath the scenes that the average person is clueless.
Sarah, bouncing on what Michael said, is Mother Earth releasing,
Cleansing herself, yes.
cleansing herself?
So-
Are these the end days? I mean, what
No,
what
these
in
aren't
your-
the end days. These
Okay.
are the beginning of
Oh, the
a
beginning
new,
days.
yes,
Got it.
a new era in humanity.
So it's a
within
cleansing.
humanity.
It's a cleansing.
Well, you know what? And we were talking a while ago off camera about Mexico City, how the ash, kind of just got all over Mexico City. Now, if you know anything about volcanic ash, it's considered sacred and purifying. So think about it. Mexico City has a lot of negative energies in it. It's got a lot of hurt. It's got a lot of harm. And the earth is literally raining down the ash, I believe, as a purification. Now, this would not happen if we cleared our cities energetically. The earth would not have to go
That's a
and
great
try to
point.
clear it itself.
Great point.
If we did, if we had priests and priestesses or groups of people in these cities who cleared the grids of these cities, there wouldn't be any natural disasters because the earth would not have to go try to clear those herself. And when she does it, she's going to do it like a tsunami, she's going to do a volcano, because all that energy there is condensed until it explodes, basically. She's just trying to really, she's not trying to harm humanity. She's trying to heal herself. She's trying to get rid of the negative energy that we have collected in the cities, which are essentially hives of negative energy.
Elaine, you've been to Mexico
Yes,
many
I
times.
have, many times.
Probably
yes.
more than people realize. Will Mexico recover from this? Is Mexico still going to be there after this volcano finishes its cleansing?
Well, of course, Mexico will be there. It's only a question of the people, and maybe maybe like what Sarah's saying is that it's a sign that if we need to start doing something differently, you
And
know.
I want to add back in, I've had a lot of downloads on this, so the earth tries to purify herself. Now, if we purify those energies ourselves, there won't be no natural disasters in those areas. So we could literally do the work so that we don't have any more tsunamis, no more hurricanes, no more tornadoes, no more volcanoes, by clearing those energies in those areas so that the earth doesn't need to cleanse those herself.
We've dodged a bullet in one of the apocalyptic sides, and that was Yellowstone National Park is one of the hugest volcanoes on the planet.
Right here
And
in our backyard.
Part of our timeline at one point in time, not now, but an older part of the timeline was for Yellowstone to go active, and the explosion would literally wipe out the United States.
But it's happened in
remember that
California
But-
too. They
but-
changed
but
that
we
timeline.
Yes,
changed-
I remember that timeline. I remember a timeline where California was underwater. I remember a timeline where
Yes.
Yellowstone volcano did blow, and I remember being one of the ones who worked on those timelines, so I do agree with
And
you.
we've shifted it enough where that pop, so even though someone forecasted 30, 40 years ago, that forecast at that time and that timeline may very well have been accurate. But we have done enough shifting and enough progress energetically around the planet where it no longer,
I mean, in religion, talking about the end, talking about the end of the world and natural disasters, it's fair points. The more people that
That's just
leave
what I
it,
was
the more
gonna
that
say.
they make it manifest in this world.
Exactly.
And that's because lower consciousness beings like feeding off the energy of fear and off of the, just the fear of there might be the end of the world. I was a small child. When I was like 5 years old, my mom was convinced that every year was the end of the year, of the world. The world. She was convinced, and I remember as a little girl, she'd tell me it's the end of the world. And it's my birthday, I'm 34 years old today, this month. And you know what? I'm still alive and well. And if I had completely just focused on
You
that,
could've just-
I wouldn't have lived life.
Yeah.
So many people that believe in the end of the world, they live in so much fear and paranoia. It's absolutely sad. It literally takes their life away from them.
Wow.
when you were talking about the volcanoes in general with the planet, the Ring of Fire has been active for decades now. But unless it impacts a particular city where it makes the news, we don't hear about it.
Or Hawaii, one
But-
of our,
Well,
which is
one of
part
our
of
main
that
ones,
ring,
but the
it's,
Ring of
we're at
Fire
the
has
far
built
Built
end.
on,
We're
built
by-
on volcano ash,
Yes.
isn't it?
Well, it
Yeah.
is volcanic. It's a
Yeah.
volcanic islands. All of
Right.
them are done because the plate's moving and the each island is growing.
And there's
with
a
the
new
volcano.
island forming,
Yeah.
actually, in Hawaii. Right.
But
It's just,
it's important to realize that it's been ongoing for a period of time, and it's all part of the natural process. Mother Earth is moving into her higher frequencies of fourth density, and all humanity has to move with her. It's part of her own evolution. She has her own evolutionary cycle, same as we do.
And the Earth is working up towards the seventh density. And the seventh density is where everybody is one with their soul, everybody is one with nature, and that's where telepathy and everything else is.
Instant manifestation.
Exactly, that's what
Mhm.
the Atlanteans
Yes.
lived in.
I remember.
But there's another
I'm reading.
aspect to the earth changes that David Wilcock has really pointed out and done an amazing job of looking at when we say global warming as an earth change. It's the entire solar system.
It's our solar system.
Is
He's-
warming up.
Yes.
And we're
He's looked
moving
at all the
into
planets.
an entire region of the cosmos of great change. It's not just us, it's not...
We're not
Don't get me
separate
wrong,
from
we
the rest.
have with our pollution and our own effect affected global warming. We absolutely have, and it needs to be cleaned up. But it's important to realize that the entire cosmos that we are existing in is changing temperatures in every planet that we have in our solar system. And so it's not just us.
Right.